What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of tech. How's everyone doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day. We've got a great day of tech news for you. Even though it's a Saturday, we still got some great news, so let's just dive right in. Our first story of the day is Samsung is back at it, trying to humiliate Apple at their own game in terms of phone game. So let's check this tweet out. So Samsung put out a advertisement saying 48 megapixels. You're almost there, Apple. We've had 108 megapixels for 2 years, 6 months, and 4 days. So basically they're making fun of Apple finally coming up to 48 megapixels on their cameras. And now obviously Samsung's had 108 megapixels on their high-end S phones for, like they said, about almost 2 years now. Even the Z Fold 4 has 50 megapixels and just got it though. But still, megapixels don't tell the whole story. You look at Pixel phones that had 12 megapixel cameras for a really long time, took in really, really nice photos. So it's not just the only thing. Having megapixels doesn't mean you have great photo taking abilities, but it does take good photos, don't get me wrong, and you can get some great photos. But still, it doesn't tell the whole story. The software has to do with it and how that all, and the algorithm of how the software takes the photo and then composes it and makes it look what it looks like, have it be at nighttime or during the day, or then the color scheme and everything that goes along with it. And speaking of the cameras on the iPhone and on the Galaxy phones, he goes on to say, this is Ice Universe saying 100% confirmed the S23 Ultra main camera will be less than 200 megapixels, or I guess 200 megapixels, and then he shows off the different sizes and the apertures and things like that. It's only slightly bigger than the iPhone 14 Pro and smaller than any other Android flagship phone sensors in 2023. Goes on to say that the 22 and 23 Ultras are identical in thickness, and the rear camera design is also the same on both of those phones. It is impossible to use a much larger main sensor. Let's see how big a 1-inch sensor is, and he kind of shows the different sizes of the sensors on here that it would be on the back of the phone. You can see a 1-inch sensor is huge. He also says to update the iPhone 14 Pro 48 megapixel sensor specification is also 1 1/3 inch, which means that Samsung and Apple are consistent, aka the same, and Samsung has always regarded Apple as its main rival. And obviously a bigger sensor, if you didn't know, allows more light and allows you to get better quality looking photos, and that's really why you would want a bigger sensor. And it's one of the things, like, you know, when you record video or take photos with a phone, it looks generally really good. But then if you really compare it against a really nice camera, especially when the video I record on this, I think it looks pretty freaking good. And if I recorded this with my phone, it would still look good, but if you compare them side by side, you would notice quite a big difference because of the bigger sensor on this camera. And our last story of the day has to do with the taskbar on the new Galaxy Z Fold 4 and the update that came out to the Z Fold 3. And the taskbar, if you didn't know, is this. It's this little thing down here that has all this row of apps. And if you don't see that and you go into settings and you can't activate it, there's a reason for that. Well, here it is, and because I kind of forgot to tell you guys this, but ultimately I found this on Reddit saying that the Android 12L update has reached him on the Z Fold 3, but the taskbar option is grayed out. And does anyone know of any ideas to why? And you can see right there under the display settings of the Galaxy phone, you can see taskbar is grayed out. He can't turn it on or turn it off. It shows that it's on, but he can't turn it on or off, basically. And wanted to know why. And the reason is, only way to use that taskbar, seemingly right now anyway, is if you use the Samsung launcher. So if you use like any other launcher, it's not going to work. And I can't think of any off the top of my head, so let me just, Nova's one, Microsoft launcher, Niagara launcher, iOS 16 launcher, Smart Launcher launcher. It's not gonna work with that. So in order to use that taskbar feature, you will have to use just the plain old Samsung launcher on here. If you're curious how to set that back, just go into settings again on your phone and then go to default apps. Just type default apps at the top and you'll see choose default apps. And one of those default apps, here we go, choose default apps, is going to be the home app. Click on that, and if you have another one in there, just choose the One UI Home, and then you'll be all set and you'll be able to use and turn on that feature in settings. So take advantage of that. Thanks so much, guys. If you have a question, leave it in the comments down below. But your question of the day is, If you have the Z Fold 3 or Z Fold 4 and you've gotten the update that has the taskbar at the bottom, how do you like it so far? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Have a great day. Tomorrow I am releasing my Z Fold 4 review, so make sure you watch it. Make sure you subscribe. Let's get to the moon, baby. Have a great day. We'll see you down the road. Peace.